So, I mean, yeah, we're on YouTube, yeah, we're doing this, but we also have done other things in regards to our photography. Manny, can you talk to us a little bit about the Sony Ambassador Program? Because I know a lot of people are interested in hearing about your experience there.
Yeah, so before I became an ambassador, I was like, oh my God, like in the almighty ambassador program of Sony, like how it's an amazing thing, right? To feel like you're a part of this huge global brand like Sony. And don't get me wrong, I benefited from the program, but not everybody benefits from an ambassador program. And what ends up happening is that you end up like shilling yourself to this company that you're not getting enough for, right? So everyone benefits different from an ambassador program, and sometimes you outgrow an ambassador program, like I did, where I didn't want to be restricted to one camera brand. I don't need to be an ambassador program to kind of, I kind of just moved past it. Like I've outgrown it. So there's two different types of people. There's people that become like the face of a brand and they benefit from a program, and there's some people that don't benefit that much from a brand, and it really doesn't make any sense to kind of restrict yourself to be under the umbrella of a certain brand. So I feel like for the most part, it's overrated to be an ambassador of, let's say, a camera company, unless you're really benefiting from it, because not everyone does.
No, you're absolutely right. And how were you approached? Because there are different programs with Sony, right? There's the please wait, what was it called? There's the
Sony Collective and the
oh,
Sony
okay,
Artisan.
okay. So there are the two different programs. There's the Artisans, and then there's the Sony Collective. So talk to us a little bit about how you started off in the Collective. Were you contacted by someone specifically, or did somebody introduce you?
I was on the hunt for. I was trying to reach the right people to become a part of it. They weren't looking for me. I was looking for them, and then I finally got through to the right people, and they invited me onto the Collective, which is a more of a social media based ambassador program. They I got a lot of opportunities, you don't get paid to be an ambassador. I just want to make that very clear. You don't get paid to be an ambassador. You don't even get free cameras. You get opportunities, paid opportunities through at least through Sony. um it's yeah, so there's different kinds. The artisans are the ones that are more like on the stage for these conventions. They do presentations, they do a lot of more teaching. Then they got the Collective, and I think believe Canon has a program like this as well, where it's mostly social media influencers doing posts about the brand.
So you went and sought out after this program. What was so appealing to you about it?
The title, and the like, almost like the honor that comes with it. Like, I am a Sony ambassador. Like,
It
it's a
makes you
cool
kind of
thing.
look
Like,
cool, yeah.
yeah, like you feel cool. You feel like, like, hey, I'm moving on. I'm moving up.
I'm part of this group with other photographers, and
Yeah, an
we're
elite
going on
group.
trips with each. Because
Yeah.
did you go to? There was a trip that they took, the Sony Collective, I believe, to Ireland. Were you part of that group?
No, there's only certain people that go to different trips.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean that as like, oh, I was genuinely
But I would love to
interested.
go, Jessica. Thanks for
I'm sorry. I didn't know if, cause okay, I just didn't know. I just want to, cause I heard that was a really nice trip. I don't know. I don't know why they wouldn't
sure it
invite
was.
you. They should. Am I making it worse?
She's making
No.
it worse.
Certain people go on certain trips.
Listen, if
There-
it makes
Yeah.
you feel better, I wasn't invited.
Yeah, well, thank you. You know what? You fixed the whole problem. Thank you. You fixed it.
I wasn't even
You're
in
the
the
best friend ever.
collective. I wasn't even in the collective. How about that? I wasn't even in the collective to get an invitation.
Okay, but you were with Canon. You were with Canon. You were in a similar position as me, as a social media kind of ambassador. So how
Yeah.
did that go for you?
Well, I ended my contract early, and I mean, like you said, I agree. It's not for everybody. And I think as an influencer, it's important to be able to use different types of gear, especially when new gear comes out. You want to get your hands on the newest lens, you want to try it out, you want to do the gear reviews, and you're not able to do that if you're exclusive to one brand. So what I would say personally is, if it is going to benefit you in the long run, and if they're offering you a lot, then I would say go for it. I mean, a brand program might be really great for some people. But for me, it just didn't work. I think for what we do, we need to have that flexibility with different brands. And listen, I want to be invited to all kinds of trips, and I can't do that if I'm with just one brand. And so, yeah, I mean, but I still have all my Kiernan gear. I love all of my kit. How did this get turned into something about me? We're not talking about me.
Hey, hey,
Talk about Sony.
yeah, well, it's still good to hear your side of the story, because it's very similar to mine. But at
Manny's
the end of
like,
the
you didn't
day,
get invited to this thing. Manny's like, I heard there was a trip that you were invited to.